tripled the attendance from the last time. So the model is the part that has the data collection, right? It keeps track of data and manipulating the data. The view is how you present that data to the user. Now, I'm not necessarily talking about a view as just a graphical component. You notice a moment ago I talked about command line interfaces and I talked about web services, right? I think of those as views. A web service is nothing but a view. It shouldn't be smart. All it should be is a very thin layer on top of a model to present that model to the outside world. And that's really important whenever you work with web services, because a lot of times people will create a web service and has all sorts of business logic in it. Don't do that. If you separate out this way, your model has all your business logic and you can put any kind of user interface in front of it. Any kind of exposure there. You could make it a web service. You could make it a graphical user interface. So the view presents the data to the user. Then the controller listens to the user and interprets their actions. So if you click on something, or if you start typing, or if you hit a command key, or if you touch the screen or drag or something, all of these interactions are interpreted by the controller part of your application, trying to figure out what you meant, what your intent was. Once it figures that out, it's going to perform some updates on the model. So if we look at it this way, the view goes to the model and says, gimme. And that's all he cares about from the model, is get data. He doesn't want to modify data. He just gets data to present it. The controller updates data. So when the user does some interactions, if those interactions mean update, like I start typing, boom, I update the model. If the interactions don't mean an update, maybe they're just like a scroll bar change, maybe all we're going to do is adjust that view, just reposition it on the screen for the user, so it might stay just down at that level. So those are kind of the main interactions between these two guys. Now, anytime that data is updated,